the show.
Yeah, this is a really dead time in the world of video games. I mean, everything's just kind of being.
If November's New Year's, think of this as fresh out of school, late May, early June. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, everything starts picking up around September, October, stuff like that. So
when more of the news updates come out. So I mean, and like we had mentioned last show, we're not really just going to stay talking about video games because there's only so much you can talk about without sounding like a huge nerd that just stays in his mother's basement.
I'm gonna challenge you guys. I want 5 questions, at least.
Five big questions.
5 fan mail questions that we can sit here and have a discussion with. Now, don't want it all be the same person. I don't care if you gotta go and hack someone's profile. And I want to see 5 different people start posting questions, because eventually, if we get enough people in on this, we're gonna start giving you guys some prizes. We're gonna start thanking you guys for tuning in and stuff. We're gonna start finding
especially
prizes
you
for
guys who have been here, in the early part.
Yeah.
Because you got to start somewhere, and we're not gonna forget that. That first 10 or 15 people who were like, you guys should really do this.
Yep.
Came and helped us out.
So get on that page, facebook.com/thepostgamelobby, and ask us questions on there. You know what? We'll be nice to you. You can ask more than one if you want to. I don't want spammage.
Just quick note, though. Kind of keep it semi-professional. Yeah, let's not get too risque or too ridiculous. I know you guys.
Of video games, movies that were out in public theaters. Throw that out there, or you can even throw me a sports question. Yeah. Whatever you guys want to do, but that's what's really gonna fill up our time is getting feedback from you guys.
Yeah, unless you guys just want a 6-minute video where we're talking about a game.
Yeah. And another thing, if you guys have something you would like to see us do, you can throw that out there too.
Yes.
We've been trying to get to you guys for some ideas, and we're not getting any feedback.
But yeah.
Well, one more thing before we sign off here. Appreciate all the guys that
sign off. We're not signing off.
Before I forget, is what I was trying to say here. Thank you to all you guys that watched the first video. I know we had a lot of trouble getting all that uploaded, particularly in one piece.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That really wasn't in our plans. Yeah, it was just kind of one of those.
YouTube and iTunes
didn't
issues.
check YouTube. Didn't check the video as it was uploading, and didn't realize what was going on. But
thank you anyways for going and checking all this out.
Like the video, share the videos, comment, questions, feedback, whatever you want to do.
Help us out. Help us figure out what would be more entertaining for you guys and what's going to keep you guys coming back. Because without you guys, we don't have a show.
Yeah, because somebody could sit there and watch their videos over and over again from different computers and different IP sites, but that's kind of lame. So we'd really have you guys come in and voice crack like that I just did.
My mother joke about that. I was like, hey, we're up to 20 views. He's like, oh yeah, 10 from TC and 10 from Q.
Yeah. Good one, Crystal. Yeah. All right.
What do you got? What do you got next, man? I know you got something.
Well, let's go ahead and answer that question that we've got from Steven. Asked us which is our greatest game of all time, and I know which one mine is. But do you know which one yours is?
Well, it's really hard to figure that to just pick one because
this guy. I'm such an elite gamer that I can't pick
it's just
one.
Like, you got different ones for different reasons, I guess. Kind of like I know with yours, when you're gonna say it's a lot of you, your dad, and your brother all around playing at the same time. So I guess
it's my childhood.
I guess mine would be Halo 2 for kind of that same reason. I mean, not only it was an amazing game, but just the fact of that game came out probably when we were in 7th, 8th grade, somewhere around there.
04.
something like
Jesus.
that. I don't know. It was a while back, but you know, it was popular with me and my friends. I mean, I can think of 10, maybe even get all the way up to 15 of my friends that played that. So on the weekends, it got trying to figure out which house we were gonna go to and what time we were gonna get on and everything. And so we had a full big team battle of friends.
It was
going on.
The glory days of
gaming. Yeah, because you had so many options of what you could do in that game. You could play the campaign, which had a great campaign. You could just do your regular matchmaking and mess around and stuff. You could do competitive matchmaking, where you were actually trying to win, and you had those great custom games, man. Custom games are such a lost art in the world of Halo. I remember when Halo Reach first came around. They had a remake of Ascension, right?
Yeah.
That one, I can't ever get that. It's been so long since I played Halo 2. I can't remember the names.
It's a remake of Ascension.
Yeah. And so I was like, hey, we got Ascension. Let's play some Tower of Power. And I started sending out anybody that I came in contact with, asking if they knew what Tower of Power was. And I'm dead serious. Nobody knew what that was.
That's
one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
If you've never played, I feel sorry for your childhood.
Yes.
Or if you're an adult and you play video games, I feel sorry for your adulthood.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was
just great.
If I had to pick one thing to bring back from Halo 2, it would probably be the custom games.
It would be a freaking 8-on-8 red versus blue TOP, just with no kill cap.
Because basically what that was, you had no shields. It was 8-on-8, and everybody had a shotgun, and that was it. You had unlimited ammo, and the battle took place
shotgun, no
on the
shields,
big tower.
nothing else.
That's where you went. Hence the name Tower of Power. You didn't get it. You didn't kill anybody anywhere else. It was only on that big tower. So man, you were talking double, triple. There was a
war
stuff, man.
for that turret,
yes.
And then even then, it was a war to destroy that turret so you could uproot the enemy team, wait for the turret to respawn, and go from there.
Yeah,
and
that's mine. So
get big numbers, just literally.
Either that or Zombies on Foundation. That's another one.
Ooh.
Dude, Butterfly Me.
Classic zombies.
Yeah, all you people that think the zombies mode is called Infected, no, it's zombies, man.
No.
That's where the zombies game started.
If you didn't play zombies on Halo 2, then you did not play zombies in Halo.
Yeah.
That's just straight up. Since then, when they tried to implement it as their own part into the game, they screwed it up. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, you got people having shields and stuff like that. It's just not how it works.
No.
That's not so much how it was in Halo Reach. That's how it was in Halo 3.
If they would have done it right, the way that we set it up whenever it was a custom game, back whenever you had to go through and set up your own custom game, then if they would have done it just like that, stayed true to the fans, then it would have been possibly the greatest thing they could have done for their online multiplayer. But obviously they didn't do that. But anyway,
that's my game, and Big Non, go ahead and tell them yours. I know I already know it's gonna be, but we kind of went over this in the first one.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned it, but we didn't really talk
much
about it. Mine is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time N64. I'm talking I've played games for multiple hours. I've played games for multiple days, but that game for me is top notch. It had the full-length campaign storyline adventure sewn into a awesome just presentation that was Nintendo's glory day for about a decade.
It's back whenever graphics were not important.
No, back then those were graphics.
Oh, you know what I mean. Like they didn't put much into making we're gonna make our game look fantastic. I mean, we had generic little cubes and everything, and we had sweet games, amazing games.
Just to kick it back to that, whenever, I was 7 when that came out. Yeah, I was about 7 or 8, somewhere around there, because it came out in 98, 99. I think it was 99. But yeah, I mean, you had for the most part, whenever you go around as a kid, I mean, that was already like, oh man, this is a good game. And then you're introduced to, oh, you thought that those 4 dungeons were it. Silly goose. Now you're an adult and we'll give you 7 more, and they're ridiculous.
Yeah. And
then we'll give you a final boss. And then
final boss.
Then we'll make
Just
you
saying, final boss.
Then you mentioned that the first time.
I know. That's gonna be like my little.
If you say final boss, oh, good memories. Every time I mention final boss,
it's gonna happen every
I'm
time.
gonna throw a brownie at you
every time. But I'm gonna give I will buy a free drink to anybody that catches me not saying final boss if final boss is mentioned.
If final okay. I'll get you on that. Get that Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I mean, and to add to it, the game was not easy. I mean, there were parts of it, of course, in the beginning, because it was set up really good to where you progressed. You know, like your skill level was okay. Well, let's teach you how to play the game. Mega Man X style. We're gonna teach you how to play the game, and then you were gonna let you go off on your own. So by the time that you are halfway through the game, 24 hours into the game, you know what to do. You know, you don't have to have, Navy sitting there saying, hey, look at this. You have to do this. You're like, I know what to do here. Or I can figure this out on my own. I don't have to click that. And just throwing this out there. Water Temple. Bad memories. And you only know what I'm talking about if you've been there. And yes, my voice did just kind of crack for the second time this show. But anyway, yeah, that's my favorite,
of old memories,
greatest game of all time. What? What do you got to say?
Oh, nothing.
What are you going to say?
Continue on with what you're saying.
Let us know in the comments down below what your favorite game of all time was.
Yes.
Hit us up on Facebook. Again, shout out to Steven. Thank you for the great question. Keep them up, man. I know you're a big fan of the show. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you got a YouTube account. And, I think that just about wraps it up for us on this show. You got anything else, Clutch?
No, like I said, I'm pretty sure that wraps things up. Check back with us. I think we're going to post our next video on Monday. We're going to do things a little bit differently. Instead of giving you guys one big show a week, we're going to cut it up, give you about a 10 or 15 minute video, something like that.
Did you tell them about the 2 videos a week?
Dude, okay. Yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to go beat the crap out of Big Non. Keep it locked, guys.